Hi, my name is Kristy Reed, and I'm going to talk about some of the insights that I gained from Ted Zoller's Entrepreneurs Lab this semester. Before I get into that, though, I'm going to talk a little bit about my background to give some of the context behind what I've picked up from the class this semester. So, I'm an undergraduate here at Carolina studying biomedical engineering with a minor in studio art. So, I really love to work with my hands. I geek out behind the technology behind products, and BME has really given me an avenue to apply my passion for building and creating into an arena, healthcare, that can really have an impact on people's lives and improve them for the better. So, I feel like I'm starting to figure out the what and the why and the how of my career path, but what eLab has really clarified for me is the who, which is a question I didn't even know I had before taking this class. And that who takes three forms. So, first being your audience, so the target market of consumers you're trying to reach with your product and venture, your team, the folks that are working alongside you to make that happen, and yourself. So, for the first who, it brings me back to Bill Aulet's brainstorming session in Launch, where we really talked about how you can't just assume that your target market is a generic set of demographics. These are real people with personalities and tendencies and thoughts. And as soon as we start treating our target market like the real people that they are, the more real people are going to engage with us on the product and venture side. And as Diana Kander writes in All in Startup, these people aren't rational. You can't make assumptions about your target market. We have to just go out and talk to these people and figure out what their migraine level problems are and get our hands dirty a little bit. And that's the great thing about the day and age that we live in, though, now, is that there are boundless avenues for instant feedback and communication. And as Peter Diamandis writes about in Bold, this is called utilizing the crowd. So in addition to crowdsourcing and crowdfunding, you can even reach beyond your local team to engage in talent coming from that audience to improve your product for the better. So transitioning into the second who, your team, I've really learned about the value of company and team culture this semester. So that being what the team embodies as its values, the goals that it's striving to achieve, and the wealth of skills and expertise that it brings to the table. Todd Pope says that Transenteric's company culture is really just built on a meritocracy. People show up to work expecting to win and wanting to work hard. But I think the common thread that I've heard just throughout the semester has been that it really just boils down to relationship building. We have this narrative of the lone entrepreneur who isolates himself from the rest of the community and society because of his brilliance and stuff, but it couldn't be more the opposite. Nikita Shamdasani, who was my interviewee for the Entrepreneur's Genome Project, highlighted relationship building as the most important experience you can have as an entrepreneur and the most important skill you can have. And I've learned in my time here through the class and the Adams Apprenticeship that mentorship and relationship building doesn't have to come from reaching out to people that are 20 years your senior with, a wealth of experience, but it can also just come from the people that you work with on a team and your peers and trying to gain from their insights as well. So finally, we have the last who, which is ourselves. Between John Bradbury's entrepreneurship inventory and the Born to Build team's builder profile, I feel like I've had a ton of opportunities to really think about myself this semester, including the traits that really set me up to be a great entrepreneur and those that, I really need to work on if I want to be successful. And I think the great thing about eLab is that it has given me a lot of strategies to not only play up my strengths, but also improve on my weaknesses and look for folks to surround myself with that fill in the gaps where I'm lacking. So I'm going to leave this with one of my favorite quotes from the semester, which was said by Todd Ballinger, which is food, and we eat food to get nutrition, but it doesn't become nutrition until we've digested it and used it. So I'm really looking forward to using this new frame of mind that I've developed in eLab to think about who I am, as a person and an entrepreneur, who do I work best with, and whom do I want to serve in my future career path. Thanks for listening.